Oh, good afternoon and welcome to the next in these series of videos about medicine in Britain. We're looking today at Renaissance individuals, the people who made a change in the Renaissance period. This may help you out with a homework that you're doing for Mr. Lowe over half term, or you could just be doing a bit of revision. Let's dive straight in. I've got my helpful clicker right here. Let's have a look at the first of our three gentlemen. Andreas Vesalius, not actually from Britain. He was a very famous anatomist from Europe. You probably remember him. He is the one who did the public dissections. This was great. For the first time, because of the lack of control of the church, he could chop up human bodies and see what they looked like inside. That's what anatomy is, the study of the inside of the human body. Now, Vesalius was amazing. He didn't just cut open bodies, he actually wrote accurate anatomy books with accurate diagrams. He would actually show people what the inside of the body looked like. These would be spread by the printing press, which meant that all of Galen's mistakes would be pointed out for everyone to see. Now, in history, we don't just want the stories, you have to explain whether they've made an impact. And if you're doing the homework for Mr. Lowe over half term, that's what you'll be focusing on with these individuals. So what was the impact of Vesalius? Well, actually, in the short term, he has no immediate impact. Because people say, what are you talking about? Galen's right, you're wrong. What are you doing? You probably made a mistake. We trust Galen, that old traditional ideas, we believe him, not you. Right? But actually, over time, he's going to have an impact on other people. People like Harvey, further down the line, look at what Vesalius does. Look at his drawings, his diagrams. And remember, his books are being published and spread across Europe. So slowly but surely, they are having an impact. Also remember, they're not actually impacting treatment or prevention. They're not changing any ideas. They're not curing an illness. But they are giving people the tools for further on down the line being more accurate in their look at the human body. So let's move on from Vesalius. He's a great guy, he's a trailblazer, but he's setting the stage for other people to do the work after him. Next guy, Thomas Sydenham. He's a humanist. He's English. He's often referred to as the English Hippocrates. He made a couple of changes to the way he treated his patients. Number one, he focused on observation, actually seeing the patient, which is a big difference for a physician. In those days, they'd often just send them letters. He also believed you should treat the whole disease, not just the symptoms of the disease. And once again, he classified diseases. He said if plants and animals can be classified, so can diseases, right? He says that actually, diseases aren't personal to you. Everyone can catch the same disease. You've not got imbalanced tumours. Actually, you've got scarlet fever, right? But the problem with this guy is Sydenham. He has a limited impact. Yes, he's called the English Hippocrates. Everyone praises him, but he can't actually prove what he's talking about. And again, people aren't really listening to him. He also makes some very, very basic mistakes. He doesn't quite understand what he's found out. He's just putting some ideas out there to, again, affect people further down the line. So why do we talk about him? Well, I think it's important to show that there are people who are questioning the accepted ideas in the Renaissance period. We often say in lessons that the medieval period had no change, Renaissance period had some change. We've got a slight development in ideas, and part of it comes from people like Sydenham, who will go out there and challenge the church, who will challenge accepted ideas of Galen and Hippocrates and try and come up with something new. Final one then, guys, William Harvey. Now again, we probably remember William Harvey. He proves the stuff about the heart, that the heart is a pump that pumps blood all around the body, that it goes one way around the body. He disproves all of Galen's theories about blood being made in the liver. He also disproves Galen's theory that blood gets burnt up, right? He uses human bodies. He pumps blood through dead bodies and other cold-blooded animals like lizards. However, his impact, once again, is not amazing in the short term. Many people say, you're wrong, Galen's right. Even though he's put loads of effort into proving it, he doesn't get 100% believed right at the start. He has no immediate belief from people around him and no immediate impact on treatment. But he is paving the way. All three of these gentlemen are paving the way and showing that actually the old ideas are wrong. And as we finally get to our next time period, the industrial time period, people can build on the work these guys have done. Their impact in the short term might be limited, but their impact in the long term is going to be extraordinary.